So today here at Whirlwind Family Farm, it's kind of windy, but operations always go on. As we start towards spring, things have to be done. So I want to show you something today as an example. This is a commercial operation. We are a small market garden. We use on most of our beds out here, we have drip lines, which is a fairly large expense, and it's just part of those permanent beds that's there all the time. But a couple of years ago, when my son recommended, he said, "Dad, you ought to expand your blackberries and put more in." And I said, "That's a very good idea." So we did. We did exactly that. And this is about 30 feet of blackberries right there. You can see they've already been pruned up. If you look over in that area over there, that's another 50 feet of blackberries. We have another row about 30 feet. And then in the north, we have another row of about 30 feet. So to be able to have water run to them through plumbing, coming out, bringing a professional to come back out here and run PVC lines would have been astronomical. So you have to come up and be creative with how we're going to water these, and it's a simple idea and a simple process that we use. And this is the sort of thing you can do in a small backyard garden. All we had to do was get a water hose, run off of one of our hydrants, bring a water hose that's about 60, 50 foot long out here to this location, and then we simply tie into it with soaker hose. And by the way, the soaker hose that we use, and these will last up to 3 seasons, this is $17, a little over $17 plus some change for tax, and we'll take and weave those in between our blackberry plants, and it works absolutely beautiful. So if you count the hose, which was about $40 and $17 for the soaker hose, we're under $100 to be able to have these blackberries watered. So the same thing can be applied in a small backyard garden. You don't have to go to a lot of expense and get all of this specialized equipment just for a garden that may be 20 by 20 or 30 by 30. So let's take a look and see how we put that soaker hose in. So let's take a look at how we did it with a $17 soaker hose. We already had our garden hose that runs off of one of our faucets. And again, this can be controlled just by turning it on by hand, or you can obviously use a timer. But here on this commercial setting, on this 1 acre market garden, again, we have to be economical and look at the bottom line in every single thing we grow. So $17 soaker hose, we just come in, attach it to a hose that's about 50 feet that direction over the faucet. Come in, you can take this 50-foot soaker hose and start to weave it in and out all along this 30-foot long blackberry bed. So what we've done is we've allowed ourselves to come in for under $100, not have to run in, trench in a line with PVC pipe, something that might have been a couple of $1,000s. This can be controlled by hand watering, turning on the faucet, or setting a timer. And again, this $17 soaker hose, I know because I've gone through them, will last me up to 3 seasons, and it's getting the job absolutely done perfectly. So my point being, in a small setting, in a backyard garden, you can hand water, you can go in with a simple 30-foot, 50-foot hose, hook up a soaker hose to it where you need it, set it on a timer, and you're good to go, or you can hand water. And also, depending on where you live, if it's in a more western region that's drier, you may have to water 2 or 3 times a week. If it's in the southeast United States, it may be once a week, if that. So, simple, easy, don't have to go to a lot of expense in your backyard garden. Thanks for checking us out here at Whirlwind Family Farm. We always like to take you further along in that gardening process. We always have a couple of videos that you can check out, one that YouTube recommends and one that's one of our most recent. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Blessings over you, your family, your garden from Whirlwind Family Farm.